the shadows. Justice. Bring on them! I need to go to the Batcave.
First and foremost, big shout out to Gotham Paladin. He was the whole reason for this video. He was the inspiration. He's probably my favorite Batman creator on this platform. So if you haven't checked him out, go check him out. But in his video, he speculates a lot. I've decided to go ahead and take the liberty of writing a full-blown narrative comic for you guys. But let's assume a couple things here. This is Arkham Batman. This is based in the Arkhamverse, very loosely. If I had to guess, I would say probably sometime between City and Night. Also, we're going to assume that he was unaware of it throughout Season 1 and he only became aware of it through Season 2. It all ties in. You'll see what I mean. We'll also assume that everybody in South Korea is fluent in English for obvious reasons. And if you haven't guessed already, massive spoilers for Squid Game Season 1 and 2 and the Arkham series. So without further ado, sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the comic. Our story starts off with Batman brooding in the Batcave as always, as Alfred comes up to him and says, "What are you looking at now, sir?" Bruce tells Alfred that somebody is supplying the villains of Gotham with copious amounts of money and looking at it like an investment, as Gotham tends to be a hotspot for crime, but the problem is, he doesn't know who's doing this. The Riddler, despite having millions of dollars, doesn't have enough money to fund even this. Thomas Elliot had all his assets frozen after the trial. Raish hasn't had his trip to the Lazarus pit yet, and Vandal Savage and Lex Luthor are smarter than to step into Gotham, he tells Alfred. Just then, he gets a call from Oracle.
Do you remember that recon you sent him on? Well, he's got something. I hacked into Two-Face's transmitter after Robin captured him, and it says that the funding's coming from some guy in South Korea.
Oh dear, sir, South Korea? That's a long flight. I'll prepare the Batwing.
No, Alfred. With the amount of money this guy has, he'll know if Batman's in the city. I need to go in as Bruce Wayne.
Very good, sir. I'll prepare the G5.
And coming to South Korea is billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne. Reports say that Bruce is here to meet with government officials and talk about expanding Wayne Enterprises into South Korea. Rumor has it he will be staying at the Four Seasons right in the heart of Seoul.
Batman knows it's time to go out into the city and do some recon, figuring out who's up to this.
Alfred, get into the records of the city and find any building that looks suspicious. Their hideout must be in the area.
Checking, sir. There is one building that looks awfully suspicious. It's a building in an impoverished area of Seoul called the Pink Motel. For the last 2 years, there's been no record of anyone checking in or out of it. It might be worth taking a look.
Batman tries the front door, but it's chained up. Activating his detective vision, he sees somebody sitting inside. In the rooms next to the man, he sees a full armory and a stack of cash. Confident that he has his man, he breaks through the window and smokes the room. The man, dazed and confused, yells out, "What's going on?" And suddenly, right in front of him, the Dark Knight appears, grabs him by his shirt, lifts him against the wall, and yells at him.
Why are you supplying criminals with money?
Who else am I supposed to give the money to? It's my best chance.
They're rampaging through the city, robbing banks, killing people.
I had no idea they were killing people. They're only supposed to be finding my guy.
This is your final warning. Stay out of Gotham.
Gotham? Like, in America?
What else would I mean?
Well, I hired criminals here to... Never mind.
Talk.
I hired these criminals, a mob almost, to find this guy for me. He has access to these games that I was a part of. I won them. They kill people, and for every death they give you more money until there's one person left standing. And it's all for the entertainment of these billionaires. And so, I've made it my life's mission to take these people down.
Billionaires Entertainment? What kind of games are these?
They're kids' games almost, but on a much bigger scale, and if you lose, you die.
Where's the man that took you there?
I don't know. I've been looking for him for 2 years, and still, nothing. If you do see him, he'll be in a gray suit with a black briefcase, playing dakchi with people in the subway.
I'm going to find this guy.
I'm coming with you. This guy ruined my life, and he's murdering innocent people.
No, you're not.
Batman chains Ji-hun to the bathroom stall, and then sets out to look for this mystery man. Batman up on the rooftops contacts Alfred.
Alfred, access the security cameras of the city. See if you can find anyone that matches this description.
Of course, sir. Interesting. It seems like he handled 2 thugs very expertly by himself. Then unconscious, he dragged them into a building near the south side of Seoul.
Noted.
Are you going to check it out, sir?
No, I'm going to let him come right to me.
Later that day, the salesman walks into the hotel hoping to ambush Ji-hun, only to find him chained up to the shower stall. Really? You're already defeated? Oh my gosh, who got you? I was ready. I was ready to ambush you, and here you are, all wrapped up like a present for me. You're sending people to their death. Go to hell. Oh, I am? I was unaware that I was forcing people to join the Squid Game. I was unaware that I was knocking them out and putting them in a car myself without their free will. No. See, that's what you don't understand. These people are choosing this. I am nothing but a vessel for people to have a better life and get out of debt. But I feel sorry for you. I was gonna have us play a game, but it looks like you've already been beaten. And now, there's nothing stopping me from doing what the game should have done to you.
Except for me.
Batman throws a batarang, knocking the firearm out of his hand. Lunging towards him, he gives him an uppercut. Left, right, kick to the pelvis. Batman lifts him up and screams, "Where are these games?" The salesman, bloody, laughs and says, "You're gonna have to do better than that." Batman agrees. He grapples him up to the roof and hangs him off a ledge, yelling, "Do you remember anything now?" The salesman, being so terrified he soils himself, looks at Batman right in the eye and says, "You're good, but I'm better." And then he stabs Batman in the arm, forcing him to drop him 10 stories down to his death. Batman goes down and searches him, only to find nothing except for the card. He returns to Ji-hun and says, "Your guy is dead. Tell me where I can find another one." What did you do? What did you do? You don't understand. He was the only one. That was the only ticket to the game.
You need to think. Where is it being held?
It's on an island, but we've had a guy trying to figure it out for the last 2 years, and he can't do anything. It's invisible to the naked eye.
Alfred, what are the odds we can do a full area sweep of the islands around South Korea?
Sir, we could do that, but they would know you're here and start prepping for you.
What about in stealth mode?
Sir, the Batwing's reflective panels can only last for so long.
Do you think it could get me an airdrop without alerting them?
Most definitely, sir, as long as it's quick.
Good. Alfred, get me the Batpod with the Matches Malone persona in it. I'm going in the games.
Sir, are you insane? There's no way of telling what caliber of rounds they're using. And the Malone's persona's armor is only rated against a 9mm.
I don't have a choice, Alfred. People are dying, and I need to find out who the supplier is.
He then goes down to have a discussion with Ji-hun to expect everything that he would see. In the Malone persona, he equips a gas mask and a tracker. They pick him up in the limo and gas him. However, he stays conscious because of the gas mask equipped in his suit. A very boring day goes by as he waits to be transported to these games, and eventually he finds himself on a cargo ship. As he's being stripped and put into the Squid Game uniform, the worker doesn't realize that it's artificial skin on the Matches Malone persona. Batman then finds himself in the Squid Game room. He starts looking around for a way out, seeing if Alfred can drop him the Batpod to the Batsuit. But before he can even process anything, the guards come in and tell them that the first game will commence in 10 minutes. That's not enough time. He realizes that he will have to play the first game knowing that it's going to be red light, green light, knowing that people are going to die. The guards escort everybody into the red light, green light field. Everybody seems happy and cheerful until the game starts and one man speaks up.
Played these games before! I said I played these games before!
Batman, now Matches Malone, looks over and realizes that it's Ji-hun. He somehow escaped from the chains that Batman put him in, and he is in the game. The game commences and people start dropping like flies. Batman, furious but still logical, knows he needs to survive this, so he plays the game and he wins along with the several other contestants that win. The ones who win are then escorted back into the room and they commence a vote whether they want to end the game or not, and Batman votes not to end the game. Remember, Batman prioritizes the mission above everything else. He's so confident in his ability to get the job done that I believe he would keep the games going. Batman then sees everybody clicking up and he realizes his best shot at taking this down is to click up with Ji-hun, who doesn't know he's Matches Malone. Ji-hun at this point is already clicked up with a couple people. They happily accept Matches into their group and start introducing themselves to him. Matches excuses himself to the bathroom and starts talking to Alfred.
Alfred, run a background check on everyone I just met.
Of course, sir. Oh dear. Player number 1 used a fake name called Oh Young Il. His real name is Hwang In Ho, and he was a corrupt police officer taking bribes probably to cover his ill wife. His brother, Hwang Jun Ho, is a traffic cop.
That was the person that was trying to find the island.
Oh dear, sir. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes, Alfred. Get the suit to me tonight. This ends now.
Batman waits until the middle of the night and starts begging to use the bathroom. The guards keep telling him that the bathroom isn't accessible at this time, until he begs and pleads, and finally the guards let him out. When he gets to the bathroom, the 2 guards there tell him, hurry up. But before they can even react, Matches Malone knocks them out, taking their guns, disassembling it, flushing the rounds down the toilet, and tying them up with some cord that he has in the suit. Batman then gets into the air vent and starts sneaking around, only to find the place where they're harvesting the organs of the contestants. Matches drops down, taking the guards out swiftly. He knows that a boat is going to come and take the organs out, so he gets up to a high point and waits for it. The boat finally arrives, and he takes out the people operating it with ease and drags them onto the platform. He takes the boat out to the island and says,
Alfred, send in the Bat-Pod.
already on it, sir. You know I can track your location. Batman suits up and uses the boat to head back into the facility.
Oracle, loop the security camera footage on the island.
Already on it, Bruce. And you owe me a payday.
Batman, understanding that he needs to get to the front man to shut this whole operation down, goes from air vent to air vent, room to room, using his disruptor to disable all the guns. Yes, the disruptor has unlimited charges. That is a gameplay mechanic to stop you from turning Predator sections into just a fist fight. Batman sneaks into the front man's room just to make sure that there's nobody there. He knows he's got his guy. He returns to the original room. He looks directly at the front man and says, come with me and you won't be hurt. Batman, I thought you were only in Gotham.
I go where I'm needed.
I'm such a big fan. What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb.
Well, fair. Guards! About 30 guards rush in, all guns pointed towards Batman. One of them yells, this is where you die, Dark Knight! Ha ha ha! Oh, this is where you die! It's unbelievable that you won't kill, but you will die! That's right. I've studied you, Dark Knight. I know you don't kill, so go ahead. Die here! All the guards pull the trigger simultaneously, only to hear empty clicks. Batman then beats up all of them, leaving them in the dust. He approaches the front man, as the front man looks at him, cowering, and says, what are you? And Batman looks at him and says,
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Just in time, the GCPD along with the FBI and the CIA storm the building. One FBI officer says, we have no idea who is watching. Batman looks at them and says,
I will find them.
well, let me know what you thought of that. Should I do more of these? Should I never do this again? Sorry to leave it kind of on a cliffhanger like that. We're not sure if the funders are there. I'm sure they would be there in some extent, but more is going to be revealed in season 3, so I might do another one of these to kind of follow it up when that drops. But I wanted to stay true to the character and also stay true to that universe. Have a great day.